Friends, Greg Newmaster coming at you again with another action figure review. Today I have Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider retro card back from the animated series. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. I've done so many Scarlet Spider videos. He's one of my favorite versions of Spider-Man. I love Ben Reilly. I love the Clone Saga. Even though I've reread it a few times as an adult, and it's very convoluted, and I can see how people hated it and were frustrated by it, but I love the character of Ben Reilly. I love the struggles and the tribulation that he went through, the different angle that they took with Peter Parker. The design of the Scarlet Spider costume, Ben Reilly's Spider-Man costume. Wasn't a fan of what they did with him in the modern era, but the whole Clone Saga version of Ben Reilly, huge fan of that character. So Marvel Legends, I think, has done a pretty poor job in terms of action figures of the Scarlet Spider. So when I saw this one, I was like, holy cow, I think they finally did it. I think they finally made the perfect Scarlet Spider action figure. This new sculpt looks incredible. I'm looking at the sweatshirt, and even though I want it to be soft goods, it looks like a soft vinyl rubber plastic. And if that's what it is and it articulates, then that's good enough for me. So I had to get this figure. I'm excited to review it and compare it to the Scarlet Spiders of the past. Let's bust it open and get a good look. So here he is, as he appeared in Spider-Man the Animated Series, in the season finale in the Spider Wars. So yeah, this is legitimate, the fact that they had him, listed on this card back. I know that they did make a Scarlet Spider figure in the very original Toy Biz line, but he wasn't easily accessible. I don't remember ever having one in a card back like this. I know he was like in 2 packs, but he was a very crappy figure. The one that did exist, he didn't have much articulation. He wasn't like the superposable Spider-Man. So the fact that this exists now, and I have various Scarlet Spiders over the years, this looks amazing. Here it is on the back. The little bio says, Peter Parker's clone and eventual ally, Ben Reilly, returns to New York to defend the city as the web-slinging Scarlet Spider. Just gives a little diagram of how to put on the hands. Everybody knows how to do that. Let's bust this open. I already cut the pill with an X-Acto knife. And let's pull him out. Let's get this figure out of here. So this is like the new Spider-Man body mold that they've been using. And I love it. And it's pinless. So wow. So now we got the pinless joints. And the big question for me is the sweatshirt. Okay, so the sweatshirt is, I was curious if this was going to be a soft rubber, like they've done with other Spider-Man figures in the past. So it's not. It's pretty firm. It's pretty hard. But even though it's sculpted, it does move, and it is a separate piece that goes over the body. I don't think you can get it off. I mean, you could probably rip it apart if you wanted to. I am a fan of soft goods, but this sculpt is so nice looking, and it does not really hinder the articulation at all. It actually articulates perfectly. Let's see with the butterfly joints. I mean, it is really, that's what I'm so curious about in these videos. This is a pretty It does have a little bit of give, but it's not super soft. But the logo looks fantastic. The eyes look fantastic. I love how it's sculpted on versus painted on. Even the shape of the mask and the cowl. The hood is a hard plastic as well. It is not removable. I hate how they always go chintzy here. Like when they could have just glued it on, they don't glue it on. So I don't think you can remove it if you want to. So, that's something that we as the collectors have to like glue on, which is just silly. Like we shouldn't have to do any work. I love how the sweatshirt is like cut out. The armholes look really good. The design just looks great. So look at that articulation. Looks fantastic. It's on the new Spider-Man body mold, and they brought back toe articulation, which we have not seen in Marvel Legends figures in a very long time, which toe articulation I think is very appropriate for Spider-Man figures because Spider-Man's so gangly and flexible. He needs to have the articulation in the toes so you can get him in that dynamic Spider-Man pose. Now, in terms of this sculpt and this body mold that they're using now, I think this body mold is the perfect body mold for the symbiote black costume Spider-Man. Like he looks thick, he looks muscular, he looks strong. And if you're a fan of the original John Romita Spider-Man of the 70s, this is the Spider-Man for you. But I actually think, and I prefer Spider-Man to look leaner, a little bit thinner, more like a runner or a swimmer's body. This Spider-Man's pretty thick and he's pretty jacked. That's just not my personal preference in the way that Spider-Man should look. But other than that, I mean, this is a great, great sculpt. The hips drop down. We got thigh cuts, the double jointed knees. There's even a calf cut. We got the toe articulation. We got the ankle pivot. The pouches on the ankles look great. The web shooters look okay. They look a little bit cheap, but not too bad. We got double jointed elbows. Be careful with the newer figures because I've been noticing that with these pinless figures that they're sticking. So like here, this elbow is stuck, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to loosen that up with some hot water or something, or it's gonna bust off. So that's been a little bit annoying. The belt looks really good. It's nice and soft, and it's not gonna snap off. Just a beautiful, dynamic, articulated figure. This is the best Scarlet Spider figure that Marvel Legends has ever put out. And I would say this level of quality, if they keep doing this level of quality with these figures, these are just as good as the Japanese figures like Mayfex and SH Figuarts, and they're a third of the price, and they look amazing. So this is awesome. So let's get a good look at Scarlet Spider over the years. So this is the very first Toy Biz Scarlet Spider. This is a custom figure I made a while ago. This is the sweatshirt that belongs on this figure here. I kit bashed a little bit and took his sweatshirt off and put it on here. But I always love the soft good sweatshirt, and that looks really good, and that's my preference. So I wish for this to be the perfect Scarlet Spider figure. I wish that the sweatshirt was soft goods, but this is not a deal breaker because this looks so good. Just the sculpt and the way that the logo looks, look at all the rips and the tatters, looks fantastic. But this is the very first Scarlet Spider figure I ever had, after the initial animated series line. Superposable. Not the best though. They definitely started improving after that. Here's the first Hasbro Scarlet Spider figure, and his web shooters belt and ankle bracelets are on my custom figure that I made for myself because I wasn't sure if Mafex was ever going to make one. And I just didn't like this figure at all. I didn't like the sculpt of the sweatshirt. I wanted it to be soft goods. Just looks real clunky, looks real cheap. Just not a nice looking sculpt. So I was never pleased with the Hasbro's first Scarlet Spider figure. This one's actually a lot leaner, and he's just like he just looks too action figure-y. Just a poor design, really cookie cutter, not a lot of heart or thought put into this Scarlet Spider. Here's the most recent Mafex Scarlet Spider figure. And I would have said that this was the perfect Scarlet Spider figure. It has the soft goods sweatshirt. You have different options for the head. Just a beautiful figure, beautiful design, sleek, the way Spider-Man should be, in my opinion. Great articulation. My only complaint, even the hood is wired. So you have a wired hood that can go up. My biggest complaint about this figure is the logo. Most recently, they've been drawing the Scarlet Spider with the logo like real small towards like his upper pectoral. It just looks stupid. This is the way that it should look, the way Marvel Legends did it. So, you know, that's sort of a downgrade for this figure. So this figure, the Marvel Legends version, looks incredible. It just looks beautiful. Just such a great sculpt. He is pretty jacked, though, in my opinion. What else do you get? You get 2 additional sets of hands. You get the wall crawling hands, if you want to use those. And then you get the web shooting hands, the flip hands, whatever you want to call them. And you get those as well. And then you get the fisted hands. So, his web shooters, yeah, I mean, I'd probably say that's my biggest complaint, is his web shooters just could have been a little bit, they look a little bit cheap. But other than that, I mean, this is amazing. Just such a great looking, well done Marvel Legends. Well done Hasbro. You really knocked it out of the park with this one. The articulation is great. The sculpt is great. We got the pinless joints, the toe articulation, just a beauty. This is probably one of the best Scarlet Spider figures ever made. I highly recommend this figure. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Marvel Legends Retro Scarlet Spider 2024 version, I guess we can call it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. And God bless you all. Peace.